Hello everyone, welcome to our English lesson. Today we will study Unit 7 and 8. Remember when and love it or hate it. In this lesson, we will learn how to talk about past experiences, express likes and dislikes, and use grammar and vocabulary for everyday topics like food, memories, and special occasions. Let's begin. In today's lesson, we will cover the following topics: grammar, past simple, regular and irregular verbs, vocabulary, adverbs of manners and adjectives ending in ed and ing, everyday English, asking and saying dates, speaking, talking about memories, using remember when, reading short text, the history of ice cream, and forgotten female firsts. Writing a short biography using time expressions. Goals and objectives. The main goal of this lecture is to help you use English to talk about your life experiences. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to use the past simple tense to talk about the past. Use adverbs to describe actions. Speak about likes and dislikes confidently. Expand vocabulary related to food, drinks, and events. And write short texts such as biographies. Let's start with grammar. Grammar focus past simple regular verbs. Now let's learn how to use past simple tense correctly. We use it to talk about finished actions or events in the past, things that happened yesterday, last week, 2 days ago, or in 2020. Affirmative positive form, we use the past form of the verb for regular verbs ending ed, or irregular verbs use the specific past form. Structure: subject plus verb, past form plus object. Examples: I watched a movie yesterday. She visited her grandmother last week. They went to the park. He had dinner at 7 o'clock. Negative form: use did not or didn't base form of the verb. Structure: subject plus didn't and verb base form plus object. Examples: I didn't watch TV last night. He didn't go to school. They didn't eat breakfast. Remember, after didn't, we do not use the past form, only the base form of the verb. Next is a question form. Use did plus subject and base form of the verb. Structure: did plus subject plus verb, base form plus a question mark. Examples: did you watch a film yesterday? Did you go to work? Did they eat pizza? Short answer: yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. 4. Time expressions. We often use yesterday, last week, 2 days ago, in 2019, when I was a child. Now let's focus on irregular verbs in the past simple tense. Irregular verbs are very important in English, but they can be a little tricky because they don't follow a rule. We cannot add ed like regular verbs. Each irregular verb has its own unique past to form, and you need to learn them by heart. Examples. Let's look at some common irregular verbs. Repeat after me. Go, went. For example, I went to park yesterday. Have, had. She had breakfast at 8 o'clock. Eat, ate. They ate pizza last night. See, saw. I saw a movie on Sunday. Tips for learning. First, irregular verbs don't change with ed. Second, you must memorize their past form through reading, listening, and practice. Third, try to learn them in groups in short lists, 5 or 6 verbs a day. Now, let's pass slide 7. Now, past simple tense in the short dialogue. Complete the conversation using past simple form in the verb in brackets. Now listen to the Billy talking on his granddad Roger about when Roger was young. Tick the topics they talk about, then listen again and complete Billy's question with the correct words. Use past simple of verbs in brackets. Lastly, make sentence about life in past using in those days and past simple. Example, we not have mobile phones. In those days, we didn't have mobile phones. Now let's move on our speaking practice. Today's topic is talking about your life. We are going to listen to the short conversation between Owen and Nicola at the party. Owen is asking Nicola questions about her life, where she is from, what she studied, and what she does now. Your task is to complete Nicola's answer using the past simple tense. Now let's move on our reading activity. Call it Forgotten Female First. Please look at two photos on the Hedy Lamarr and the other Rosalind Franklin. You can also see short quotes and headings under the names. Take a moment to look at them carefully. What do you think? Why were these women important? What do you already know about them? Let's read a little more about who they were. Now let's read about a very special woman, Hedy Lamarr, then answer the questions. Next, read about another brilliant woman, Rosalind Franklin, the scientist who didn't get a Nobel Prize for her great discovery, then answer the questions. Today's next grammar topic is adverbs, small but very important words that make your sentence more complete and interesting. An adverb gives extra information about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells us how, when, where, how often, to what degree, and why something happens. Let's look at the 6 main types of adverbs. First, adverbs of manner. How? These adverbs describe how an action happens. They only end in ly. Example, he runs quickly. They drive carefully. Second, adverbs of time. When? These adverbs tell us when something happens. Example, I woke up early. We met yesterday. Adverbs of time usually come at the end of the sentence. Adverbs of place. Where? These adverbs show where an action takes place. Example, the children are playing outside. Come here, please. 4. Adverbs of frequency. How often? These adverbs tell us how often something happens. Examples, I always have breakfast. She usually walks to work. Adverbs of frequency normally go before the main verb. I always study English in the evening. Adverbs of degree. How much? To what extent? These adverbs describe the strength or intensity of an action, adverb, adjective, or another adverb. Examples, it's very cold today. I'm quite tired. Degree adverbs answer the question like how much or how strongly. Adverbs of reasoning or purpose. Why? These adverbs explain why something happens or the purpose of the action. Examples, he worked hard because he wanted to pass the exam. She went to the shop to buy some milk. Reason adverbs often use connection words such as because, so, to, or so that. Now let's practice the difference between adjectives and adverbs. Let's read the sentence together and decide. First, you are a bad boy. Bad describes a noun, boy, so it's an adjective. I slept badly last night. Badly describes slept, so it is adverb. After finishing, do the next task, match verbs with adjectives. This is often more than one possible answers. Next, you will learn quantifiers such as some, any, and a lot of. First, some. We use some in positive sentence when we talk about an amount amount that is not exact but more than one. Examples: I have some apples. We can use some with countable nouns, apples, chairs, and uncountable nouns, milk, water. Second, any. We use any in negative sentence and questions. Examples: I don't have any money. There aren't any eggs in the fridge. Third, a lot of. We use a lot of to talk about large quantities when there is a big number of or amounts. We can use a lot of in the positive, negative, and question sentence. Examples: I have a lot of friends. A lot of can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Now practice the use of these quantifiers. So next part is speaking. Cooking for the friends. Matt wants to cook. Toad in the hall for his friend. Look at the photos and the receipts. What do you think? Toad is in a hole is what is it not? Then imagine you are cooking for your friends. What will you make? What ingredients do you need? Try to use grammar we have just learned. All right, everyone, it's time for your homework project. This week we are going to do a short research task about a historical character from your country. That means someone who lived in the past and did something important, a famous leader, a writer, a scientist, or even a local hero. Your project is called a historical character from my country. Your task: do a little research and make short notes about your chosen person. Then write a short story about their life using time expressions and past simple tense. Now, excellent work today. Now, thank you for watching and see you on the next lesson. Goodbye.